Hello, I'm Abdullah Salim and today's lesson is adjective clause. Adjective clause is a dependent clause that defines a noun. The function of adjective clause is actually quite the same with the function of an adjective. The difference is that an adjective is in the form of a word, while the adjective clause is in the form of a clause. Let me give you an example to make you more understand. I found the pen. It is a complete sentence already. There is a subject, verb, and also object. But somehow the pen here need additional informations. So that's why we put an adjective clause. So, which you left in the classroom here is a clause that explains a noun, which is the pen. That's why which you left in the classroom here is called as adjective clause. Okay? I love the girl who is sitting next to the door. I love the girl is the main clause. Who is sitting next to the door is the adjective clause because it is a clause that explains the girl or defines the girl as a noun. The difference between those two, the first explains a thing, that's why we use the connector which, and the second explains a person, that's why we use the connector who. And actually there are more than those two connectors. There is that can be used to explain a person or a thing, which to explain a thing, who, whom, whose to explain a person, when and where to explain time and place. Let me give you another example using when. I always remember the date when we first met. I always remember here is the main clause because it is a date which is time. So we use when as a connector, and when we first met is the adjective clause because it is explaining the date. Let me give you another example. The date is unforgettable. The date here is a time. So when we would like to explain a date, gonna be like this. The date when we first met is unforgettable. So it is different with the previous. The adjective clause here is in the middle of the sentence because it explains the date, the subject. Therefore, the adjective clause is not always in the end of the sentence, but for some occasion, especially when explaining the subject, it can also be placed in the middle of the sentence. Okay, I think it is quite clear already. Hope you enjoyed this video.